This week's SEL lesson is on self-confidence. Self-confidence is an attitude about your skills and abilities. It means you accept and trust yourself and have a sense of control in your life.
When you have self-confidence, it means you trust in your abilities, even when others don't. It means you do the right thing, even when it's hard or you have to go against the views of your group.
Self-confidence gives us the courage to take on new challenges and try new things.
Having self-confidence also means you're not afraid to admit when you have made a mistake. We choose to learn from the mistakes we make, and by doing this, we can improve and grow.
Self-confidence can be learned just like any other skill, and there's a lot you can do to build it up. Let's talk about some helpful strategies that can help us build our self-confidence.
One way to boost your self-confidence is to think positively. When you find yourself doubting yourself or maybe having negative feelings, force yourself to stop and think about something positive. You can say to yourself, I can do this. Here are some examples of times of day when you might want to stop and think positive thoughts.
When I wake up in the morning, I say, it's going to be a great day. And I can do anything I set my mind to. This helps me start my day on a positive note.
I am new at playing volleyball and I have a lot to learn. I'm not very skillful with my setting and serving, but I really love playing and I want to get better, so I am not going to give up. I will work to build my self-confidence by saying to myself, my mistakes will help me learn and grow, and I believe in myself.
Before a test, I always like to build up my self-confidence by saying, I am smart. I am prepared to succeed. This helps me think positively.
Sometimes I start to feel a little down in the middle of the day. Maybe I've had a frustrating day or someone said something mean to me. So at lunchtime every day, I make sure that I think a few positive thoughts. I remind myself that my voice matters and I'm proud of myself, and that always boosts my self-confidence and gets me through the rest of the day.
Last week for the new year, we worked on setting goals. Setting goals is a great way to build your self-confidence. After setting a goal, build on the skills and knowledge that you need to achieve that goal. Remember to start out by setting small, achievable goals. Your confidence will start to build when you gain knowledge and skills and reach your goals.
Another way to build your self-confidence is to think about the things you have already accomplished in your life. Remember the strength chains we made earlier this year when we identified the things we are good at? Celebrate your achievements and strengths and be proud of yourself.
Another way to boost your self-confidence is to never give up. Try again. Do not be afraid to try new challenges and to make mistakes. We can learn from our mistakes. Believe in yourself and never give up on yourself.
Walt Disney is the creator of Disney World and came up with cartoon characters we know and love, including Mickey Mouse. Did you know he was fired from his first job at a newspaper because he lacked creativity? And when he had the idea for Walt Disney World, he was turned down by over 300 banks who didn't want to give him the money to build the park. Luckily, Walt Disney did not give up and was able to share his creativity with us through his movies and theme parks.
We all know the author and illustrator Dr. Seuss. He is one of the best-selling children's authors in the world and wrote over 60 children's books. Dr. Seuss's books help children learn to read, and the children love his whimsical creatures and characters. But did you know that Dr. Seuss's first book was rejected by nearly 27 publishers? And that our ever popular How the Grinch Stole Christmas movie, well, that was a flop when it first came out. That's right, one of the most noteworthy authors of children's literature was so discouraged. But do you know what made Dr. Seuss keep going to get his books published? Confidence. Confidence in himself and confidence in his work.
Have you heard of Michael Jordan? Did you know that he was once told that he didn't have the skill set for high school basketball? That's right. When he tried out in the 10th grade, he didn't make the team. But he didn't allow that minor setback to define his life. He worked hard to get to the NBA, where he led his team to 6 championship teams, making the All-Star team 14 times and setting 10 scoring records. Thanks to Michael Jordan's hard work and self-confidence, many consider him the best basketball player of all time.
J.K. Rowling is the author of the Harry Potter books and movies. After she wrote the first Harry Potter book, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, she was rejected by 12 publishers before she found someone to publish it. By 2018, J.K. Rowling had sold over 500 million copies of the Harry Potter books. The Harry Potter world have been made into movies, books, toys, and more. J.K. Rowling never gave up, and neither should you.
Students who believe in themselves and their abilities and have self-confidence try harder, achieve more, and contribute more to their learning communities.
Remember, self-confidence can be learned just like any other skill, and there's a lot you can do to build it up. To build our self-confidence, we can think positively, set goals, celebrate our accomplishments and strengths, and never give up.
Now it's your turn. Think positively. Choose your favorite positive thoughts and add them to your Google Slides. Or come up with your own. Remember to use those positive thoughts to gain self-confidence. See you next week.